One of the problems that we have with the argument is like people go, oh, piracy, it's not going to hurt anybody. Actually, were you at the dinner where he might be a friend of yours who said, when I said there were 22 million illegal downloads of Dallas Buyers Club in the same time period that there were only 7 million theater tickets sold, okay? One guy said, were you at the Sharon Waxman dinner? I don't know if you were there. Okay, Sharon, so one of the guys, an independent producer, goes, those 22 million pirates were tastemakers. At which point, I thought Cassian Elwes, who produced the movie, was going to get out of his seat and punch the guy in the face. Because those 22 million illegal downloads, I always use this, because not all 22 million of those guys would have bought it legitimately. But let's say 5% of them would. 5% of 22 million is 1.1 million legal transactions, okay, legal, which at $3, which is low, because it's generally $4 to $6, is $3.3 million, which would have allowed Cassian to pay participations to everybody on that film. Okay, $3.3 million for an indie film is enormous.
Well, that's one of the reasons that piracy is such a huge deal for independent film in particular. I mean, obviously I've got a favoritism for it, but it's, we're talking about, margins that are this thin. It's like, it's like, it really makes a huge difference.
Because, listen, they'll always make a Spider-Man, they'll always make an Avengers. And by the way, I sat with the Sony guys with Doug Belgrad, and he goes, you always take into consideration piracy when you're greenlighting a big movie, but it's the little movies. Well, by the way, join CreativeFuture. It's no dues, just your voice, just to add your voice to keep being part of the conversation. But we have members who are working day jobs. One comes into at an elderly care facility because he made his first movie. It was pirated. He can't even pay back the first set of investors. So it's the independent people that I worry about the most, right? Because those are the ones who are the next generation of storytellers, okay? Whether it's the Russo brothers, who ultimately did Captain America, or James Gunn, or Steve Soderbergh, or Chris Nolan, or the next Alec Bergs. I mean, because television, by the way, is also terribly affected by piracy. Because when a television show comes out in America, even if it goes out within 24 hours around the world, Walking Dead is an example, they do it the next day, 24 hours later, 27 languages around the world. Within that first 24-hour period, there are 500,000 illegal downloads in the first episode this year, okay? Now, these are fans. Gail Ann Hurd said to me, these are my fans. Why are they stealing from me? But it's like, they
love you so much.